Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I just hit a blinker. I don't know about y'all. If you partake, now would definitely be the time because we have some fuckery to talk about in this video. Hope everyone out there is doing amazing, by the way. Need your opinion on this. Is Nikocado Avocado trolling everyone over on Facebook? Because the other day he posted that he is looking for love. He's not looking for another Orlin, okay? I would have told you, like, if you asked me, who's Nikocado with? I would have been like, oh, he's with Orlin still. Because I don't really, like, keep up with his content like that. I think the last time that I actually saw Nikocado was the whole, I'm 3 steps ahead. That thing where they caught him on the escalator making those videos in Las Vegas. You know the ones I'm talking about? Well, apparently Nikocado is trying to get himself a little lady friend over on the Facebook, and he said that he met all of his exes over there, so why would it not be successful looking for a lady? Well, it wasn't successful with the last ones. So, I mean, that's a pretty safe bet. I personally share the same feelings that a lot of people are having down in the comment section of, I think that Nikocado is just trolling with this and it's going to be some kind of like new form of content for him. I don't know. We all saw how he was with Orlin, so ladies, good luck. So before I go any further in this video, I want to tell you guys about my new favorite tea company, Lion's Tea Exchange. I'm actually very excited about this one because you guys know I've been trying to get away from soda completely. And with that, I've really been trying out a lot of herbal teas. You guys know that I love a hibiscus tea. I'm actually holding in my hand the Raspberry Elderflower Rosé. This one is one of my favorites. I was sitting here and as I was setting up to record this video, literally finished my whole entire cup of this. And I think I only have like one left of these. Yep. One. This has rose hips, apple pieces, licorice root, hibiscus flowers, raspberry flavor, red rose petals, marigold petals, and elderberry flavor. One thing that I first noticed about Lion's Tea Exchange was just right out of the box, it feels just like a more luxurious experience when you're buying tea. It actually comes like this, and this is covered up like this, and there was a note card in here. There was actually 2 note cards because there was a handwritten note that was letting me know, because one of the flavors that I got is root beer, which I was like, let me get a few flavors that I know that I'm going to love, and let me get a few that I have not tried before. So the note was just to let me know not to steep the root beer or the emerald green tea for too long because it could get bitter, which I have to say I really appreciate that this was included in the box because the attention to detail, this is also the good cardboard, mind you. It's a much more luxurious experience when you are buying tea. This is no dropship. This is a small woman-owned business from Texas, which I'm very excited about. Anytime that I can support a small business rather than some large ass corporation, sign me up. So I also wanted one that was like seasonal because we are obviously in fall right now. We are getting ready to have Thanksgiving and we are gonna go into Christmas. I wanted something that was like a little festive, you know? So this is the apple cider rubia. You know, I'm probably saying it wrong, but this is absolutely delicious. This actually has cinnamon toast crunch flavoring. I'm gonna open up my last raspberry elderflower and show you guys what the tea bags look like because I am going to use this right after I get done with this video. But something that I personally always look for that smells absolutely delicious. Something that I always look for when I am getting a new tea is what kind of tea bag it comes in, because some of those tea bags will literally leach millions of microplastics into your water and you're sitting there thinking that you're drinking something a little bit healthier. You're not. So all the tea bags from Lion's Tea Exchange are made of PLA, which is compostable, and as I said, it is free of microplastics. They all also come on this extra long string, which is, in my opinion, great. It is so annoying when a tea bag has a really short string and it ends up like drooping down into the hot water. So on top of the flavors that I've already shown you, they have many others that you can choose from over on their website. A few of them include Earl Grey, peppermint white chocolate if you're looking for something a little bit more festive, New York breakfast, lemon ginseng, strawberry lemonade, and one that I'm actually very excited to try myself. I'm gonna make an order, white peach. If you do not want to buy the tea individually, they also have bundles like I have here. There are a few different ones to choose from over on their website. They also have a really nice wooden gift box if you have someone in your life that is a tea connoisseur. That's what I consider myself, a tea connoisseur. Oh, and I just checked my notes about that wooden gift box, and it is made in the USA, made of 100% birch wood. Supplier plants a tree for every gift box that is purchased. That is great. And it is also a family-owned business as well. So if you're tired of buying that boring basic ass tea from the big box stores and you want to like venture out and have a little bit more of a luxurious experience when it comes to tea, I definitely recommend checking out Lion's Tea Exchange at the link down below or the QR code that's on the screen. They were kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. It's going to get you 10% off of your orders. The code is the viewer's voice in all capital letters. If you are just interested in trying out one tea from the brand, I definitely recommend the Raspberry Elderflower Rosé tea. Look into the ingredients of it and all the potential health benefits. Not giving any medical advice, but I did a lot of research into hibiscus tea before Lion's Tea Exchange even like came to me. I've talked to you guys about hibiscus tea on this channel before. Just look into it is all I'm saying. Honestly, the only critique that I could have for Lion's Tea Exchange is please come out with the Raspberry Elderflower Rosé in a loose leaf tea. I hope that we can just get some jumbo packs or like a giant container of loose leaf tea. the raspberry elderflower rosé alone with that. So I want to say thank you once again to Lions Tea Exchange for sponsoring my video. And now let's get back to the tea, literally. So moving on from that, let's talk about Mikayla Nogueira real quick because she has been in so much drama recently. And this go around that we're going to talk about has nothing to do with her lip glosses. Thank God, I know, right? Even though trust and believe that drama is still going on. But Mikayla Nogueira is getting dragged right now. And the other day when I saw the original video, I was like, people are going to drag Mikayla for this. And honestly, I felt like it was kind of shady at the time. Maybe, you know, maybe I was being a little bit of a Karen. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section. But I came across this video from Mikayla where she was reviewing these leggings that are on TikTok Shop. They're the ones that you don't have to have an ass. Like you can have the flattest of wall pancake ass. And these leggings are apparently going to give you like a boost and it's going to make you look like you have something. So the reason that people are calling out Mikayla for this video specifically and why I personally thought it was a little shady as well is because Mikayla Nogueira has millions upon millions of people that follow her. How many? Like 16 million, I believe it is, maybe 12, somewhere in between that. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting her messed up with like Mama Tot. But the argument that people are having against Mikayla is that she has enough people that watch her and enough people that get her content pushed. She gets millions upon millions of views on her videos. She did not need to rip off this lady's video in her background of her video just to link her own TikTok Shop link for these leggings. She could have literally done a review of them and everyone would have gone out and bought them if it was just Mikayla on the screen. So because of this, I have now seen several videos over on TikTok of people calling her out for doing this. I think the Mikayla video in question has like 12.1 million views right now. So I wonder how the lady in the original video feels about this. This is not just a Mikayla thing, by the way. I've seen a lot of people do this where they'll be like really small in the corner. They'll have some viral video behind them playing and then it switches to them and they like have the product in their hand. It's shady, but honestly, I feel like that's like the name of the game over on TikTok, you know?
Truly, hello? Peaches for friggin' days? Like that's a rump roast back there.
That is the best ad I've ever seen. Like, you didn't have to say anything.
Yeah, Mikayla, you didn't have to steal Kate's video and put a shopping cart on it neither, but you did. You know, Kate's been an inspiration on this platform with her journey she's been on. I'm on a very similar journey as Kate, and it's hard to find where you fit in on this app as far as niches go. Kate's done a good job with the Halar leggings and promoting it for people like me as well that has that similar situation. And, you know, that's kind of been Kate's bag. I'm sure you noticed that though when you shopping carted it. So what you did was you went to Kate's video, you stole her shopping video, you shopping carted it yourself and took all of Kate's hard work, Kate putting her body out there. So, you know, you're making money off another woman's body. Like, Mikayla, don't you have enough? Don't you have enough money? Why are you taking from the little affiliates and why are you trying to monetize on another woman's body? That is so cruel because you know the amount of followers you have, you're going to sell out her leggings that she made popular with her video and her journey. You're going to keep them sold out. She's not going to see any more sales with that link. Her video is going to fizzle out. You know how this game works. You know how TikTok works, Mikayla. Let's not kidder here. What happened? Did the POV not sell as good as you thought it did to the point you're now taking from the little affiliates? When are you going to have enough, Mikayla?
Oh, never.
Somebody's got to speak up for Kate. Because do you think when people watch your video, they're going to say, oh, let's all go support Kate? No. If you wanted it to be support for Kate, you would have said that. Right. If you wanted Kate to have help off your video, you would have said, oh, look at her video. These pants are awesome. I bought some from her. You should also go buy some from her. But you didn't. You took her video, took the clout she had from her video, took her body that she put out there. That's hard to do. I've done it. Okay? She put herself out there, and you took that from her. You're a real girl's girl, ain't you, Mikayla?
You know what? I'm glad that this lady put it that way because I was not even thinking about how with Mikayla, she's going to sell out those leggings, obviously, and they're going to remain out of stock. So now this original lady is not even going to be getting any more sales because of this, unless it's like people that hate Mikayla and now they're going to shop the I hope she's got some sales. So what is the verdict, everyone? Do you think it's shady of Mikayla what she did by using this lady's video behind her in her video and then putting her own shopping link? Or do you think it's just like the name of the game over on TikTok? I'm gonna be honest with everyone, I'm in the middle right now with all of it because I think I would have been more so towards it was like the name of the game over on TikTok until this video that we just watched where that lady said that about how it's going to be constantly sold out now. So, you know who's not selling out over on TikTok? Jaclyn Hill. Well, excuse me, if that didn't sound right. Jaclyn Hill will always sell out. You guys know what I meant. Like, she can't move product. Allegedly. So moving on from that, let's talk about Trisha Paytas and Tana Mongeau real quick, because I don't even know how this happened, to be completely honest with you guys. It had to have been some time when the canceled podcast was still going on. I went over to the Reddit to see what people were saying about them. Somehow I don't know how I signed up for it. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not too like familiar with Reddit like that. But somehow now I get emailed all the updates on the canceled Reddit. And let me tell you, a lot of people over there do not really like Tana and they do not really like Brooke. But as I was out in the kitchen a little bit earlier, Dustin made a Subway version of the meatball sandwich because he used to work there. So he's doing TikToks like with how they used to make them. But I got an email from the canceled Reddit and it was about Trisha and Tana. And I was like, what could this be? Because the subject of it is Tana is trying to be unwell behind Trisha's back. And the unwell that they're referring to is Alex Cooper's company, you know, everything that falls under the unwell umbrella. I think they actually have drinks now as well. But the people are thinking that Tana Mongeau tried to pull a fast one and go behind Trisha's back, potentially backstabbing her by trying to get some kind of deal with the Unwell Network for the Not Loveline podcast. And apparently this would have gone through Tana's manager. Well, on a recent episode of the podcast, Tana and Trisha were talking about this. And when the subject of Unwell came up, people were saying that maybe Trisha is a little bit more bothered than she was letting on camera, because she said that Tana's manager asked her for the metrics of the Not Loveline podcast, and if there was any kind of conversation that was going on with Unwell, Trisha would have really loved to have been like part of that conversation, at least like been in the room. And people are saying that maybe Tana got caught up lying to Trisha's face. She said she would never talk about Not Loveline with Unwell without Trisha having knowledge of that.
0% Hefner.
Cow?
Beef.
Arby's.
Steak nugget.
Arby's.
I love Arby's, but I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. Those steak nuggets just were simply not it. And oh my God, I was just saying this on my live stream last night. We were so spoiled back in the day, y'all, and we did not know what we had until it was gone. Do you guys remember the 5 for fucking $5 at Arby's? Remember the 5 for $5 at Burger King for the Whoppers? The big Whopper.
You just got big fat check comes in for you.
That's my word association. Arby's.
I was gonna say Alex Cooper. Oh my God.
Oh, okay, yes.
Are we signing to Unwell?
Oh my God, wait. Okay, I don't know. We can talk about this if we don't have to, but I was like,
Yeah,
literally
right.
Your manager was like, can you give me all the analytics? Like, Unwell's making an offer. I was like, wait, can I be included in what's happening?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know what's happening literally at all either, to be honest with you.
I mean, I love it.
So did Trisha not know that Tana was gonna bring that up on the podcast, and she kind of like blindsided her a little bit, like, are we signing to Unwell? Like right on the spot? Shady boots, Tana.
Love the enthusiasm, but I was like, oh my God, like, well, okay, let's talk
I'm
about
like,
it.
I also just want to like
Love it.
We love like.
Oh, you
and
went
I-
in. Okay, sorry, not to cut you off.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I went. I did Hallie Batchelder's podcast, so I just like happened to be there.
Oh, I thought you like literally went in and was like, because I know you're like thinking of like doing.
You thought
your
I
own
took
thing.
a meeting for Loveline?
No,
being signed on well without
no,
you.
for your own thing. Because I know you're trying to do like your own project. So I thought, oh, maybe you're doing like Unwell, which makes sense for sure. But
No, I'm not ready by any means. Like to
Yeah.
start my own project or
oh,
own
okay, I
podcast.
thought, okay, got it.
I mean, like I know that at some point I will like probably do something, but I don't know. I'm enjoying doing this. I'm enjoying this time. I also just like want to make sure whatever I do next is like very different from anything I've done
Yeah.
before. Like I think that doing the same thing would be redundant.
Yeah.
And like ending canceled and then just like talking about pop culture without Brooke would just be like, why'd you end canceled? You know, like I
weirdly like understand why
No.
you.
The people that were saying that Tana and Brooke do not really like each other would be thrilled if Tana started another podcast. They would probably feel vindicated if Tana started another podcast talking about pop culture and just did not include Brooke. They'd be like, see, we told you.
And well, I always have understood why, because you're like, you know, doing 4 years, everything. But like, I'm in that era too. I think especially now being here and I'm just like so offline and like thinking of hot topics for like tomorrow. I was just like, it's not that I don't care, but it's like I don't care enough to like comment on it. You know what I mean? Because it's like Colleen just did a podcast. She did Raven Simone's podcast, right? And it's like a
Okay.
big thing. Like the reason I know is because Adam McIntyre did a video and I was like watching his, and it's like it like it takes me out of my like little happy bubble, right? Like, and it makes me sad. Like what Adam went through was like really sad, and then kind of like made me sad, and it kind of made me like really like angsty, and like I was getting anxiety about it and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, like I don't know if it's like I don't know, like my calling to do hot topics. Like I love this. Like I love a podcast where you just talk and have fun.
That's exactly how I started to feel.
Yeah.
And
it's like,
sometimes you feel passionate about a hot topic,
oh,
right?
Ned
Like,
Fulmer all day long. I'm coming for you.
yes,
like you know. But
and then it's like you speak on it. And that's kind of what I do here. But you know what I find really interesting is that you literally reap what you sow. And I don't want to like demote cancel to just a drama podcast either. Cause now it's like Brooke and I were talking about this the other day. Cause her and I kept saying like, you know, we don't want to talk about the drama. And then now other interviewers will come back and be like, you guys ended it because of the drama. And it's like, it's fine when I say it. But like, we also were talking about our real lives too. Like, you know what I mean? But I do think that you reap what you sow in the regard that when you are talking about hot topics or maybe coming at other people or just like anything of that nature, that's kind of the canceled environment.
Yeah.
And the fan base kind of started to like, do that back to us.
Yeah.
Whereas now when I'm talking about like sobriety more or like coming out of my 20s or giving advice or like doing my audience, I notice that I'm like reaping what I sow in that regard, if that makes sense. Like I almost want my next thing to like, if I ever do, to be about like mental health or like business or just something like different.
Ooh, a business podcast would be crazy for you because
God.
you are so good at it and like navigating it. That would be like such a good one.
Maybe business. Maybe not the mental health route, you know? I don't think that Tana Mongeau is the one that people look to when it comes to like mental health. So maybe the business thing though, Tana is a very successful businesswoman and no one can take that away from her. So I think that would be very interesting if she brought people in like behind the scenes on all of that because people love that shit.
Mental health, all of it.
Just like different things. I'm interested in different types of different things in this era.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think like I do love podcasting. I'll always love it. But like, yeah, it's kind of like, do I have to go and like look at like what happened with this? You know what I mean? But I like to do the positive ones too. I like positive hot topics. Like we talked about like, you know, Alex Warren and like Addison Rae.
Yeah.
Like, I love that stuff.
Okay, so Tana did claim that she would not have any kind of meeting with Unwell without Trisha's knowledge to speak of the Not Loveline podcast. But why do y'all think that Tana's manager was asking for the metrics of that because of Unwell? See, that seems like a little bit of shady boots. Was the manager maybe speaking about it without Tana and Trisha knowing about it? I don't know. I'm not sure. A lot of people are also wondering like what the future of the Just Trish podcast is going to be when it comes to the hot topics, because I think right now Trisha is maybe more so like concerned with like the mainstream of her career rather than sitting down for the podcast and doing that kind of thing, you know? But y'all are gonna have to let me know down in the comment section, is there some kind of mistruths going on from Tana and her manager to Trisha about speaking with Unwell about the Not Loveline podcast? Or do you think the shady boots are nowhere to be found? So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please check out this video's sponsored Lions Tea Exchange down in the pinned comment or the QR code here on the screen. I actually went and I got the box from the kitchen because I didn't want to get the name of the tea wrong, the Raspberry Elderflower Rosé. This is so freaking good. If there is one flavor from this tea line that you check out, it has to be this one. If you have made it this far in the video, please leave me a teacup emoji down below, a tea kettle emoji. Is there a tea kettle emoji? Please leave me one of those emojis down below. Hit the hype button, subscribe button, as well as the thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.